everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Life After Kids with Doctors Brooke and Lynne. I'm Dr. Brooke.
And I'm Dr. Lynne.
And it's Christmas! Our favorite things! It's our favorite things! We're so excited! Sorry, we are kind of pulling off of Oprah, but we just thought this would be a great time to
talk about gifts that we might want, right?
Yes.
That you out there, things that we love, that we feel like you would love as well. Just talking as girlfriends because we've got people shopping for us, and we need to give them ideas.
Yeah, so we're about like a week or so out from Christmas, and either maybe, like you said, you want to give somebody that loves you ideas, or maybe you want to just treat yourself.
Treat yourself, or buy for another woman in your life who you
or there's that. So, and all of the things, by the way, that you're going to talk about, feel free to buy me.
Okay, and vice versa.
But as we talk about, we each pulled 3 of our favorite things that we really love. And just like to clarify, these are not endorsements. We're not being paid for this. These are just like things that we actually really love.
Bring us joy, and we talk to you guys a lot about that. And just, you know, some things cost more than others, so we try to get a range of different things, and just share things with you that really bring us joy and a lot of value.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I mean by that is I see you've got your first item over there.
Which one?
Because
I've got all my items.
Jacket. When I mean value, it's just like, because I have the same thing that you're going to talk about. But
this is actually yours because I'm at your house. We both have them. And by the way, I got mine because of you, so I totally copied, but it was so worth it.
Because it's a splurge, but I've worn it so many times.
It's paid back in spades.
If you divide it by the number of wears, it's very
it's so cozy.
Affordable.
So now you're all going, well, what the hell is it? Like, don't leave us hanging. But this is a Canada Goose. I don't know what they call it.
It's called
like
a Hydrolite, I think.
Hydrolite. You know better. What does it say? I'm going to put it on so you can see.
It's a shell.
It's a little shell. It's got a little thing for your hands. It's
Mine
not
is so old.
It's
Yours
not
is newer.
super heavy. Mine is actually red. And at first I was like, why would I get red? But I wear it all the time. And you guys, it's number one, it's so cozy. And your sister too, she actually talked me into it because we were together over the holidays, and she had one, and she calls it a jacama.
It's a jacket and pajamas.
And it's a cross between the two.
I've slept in that thing, honestly.
I mean, it's so comfy, and it's not like a super heavy, but it does keep you warm too when you're out and about. And that's one of the reasons I'm all about comfort. And literally, like, I could put this on at any time of the day and just cozy up in it.
It's great for winter, but honestly,
cute.
you wear it in spring, you wear it in fall. I wear it around the house sometimes.
So do I. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I would Lululemon, and it doesn't pick up dog hair, which is also great.
Yeah, because it's like that. It's a little bit, So 2 thumbs up from someone with 2 golden retrievers and not picking up dog hair. Yes, it's a win.
Good.
Okay,
the first thing that I'm talking about are these Peter Roth eye patches. They're hyaluronic, and they're called hydrogel patches. So I would see these on celebrities, would be on random shows or commercials, and I thought, do those things really work? And somebody gifted me this, and I used them, and oh my gosh. You know, if you're just having a morning where you feel a little dehydrated or a little puffy around the eye, and you've got something important you want to look your best for, you put a couple of these patches on, and they're shaped like, here's the spoon, but they're shaped like that, and they kind of just go right underneath your eye. You've seen people with these on, right, on TV, and they cling to your eye. And pretty soon, all of this skin underneath your eye starts to absorb the hyaluronic acid and the moisture that's in it. And honestly, so much of what we think about when we go to the mirror and we're like, oh, I need some filler or I need something, we kind of get those knee-jerk reactions. Is honestly just dehydration.
It's
that's
so
happening
true.
here. And I was told that by a dermatologist. So, you know, you can go a long way by just hydrating that area.
I love that.
They are amazing.
So you put them on like in the morning typically, and after you've washed your face,
yeah, but honestly,
whatever,
if you have a big nighttime event,
before.
And
how long
you've
do you
had
leave
a
it on
long
your
day,
face?
so it's usually like 15 minutes. And what's nice is you can feel the moisture when you first take them out. They're like these really fun jelly pads, and at the end they're dry, so you can really feel the moisture and just see the moisture going from the pad into your face. Yeah.
And you're right. And this is a good time to bring this up because through the holidays, many of us travel, but dehydration is ridiculous what it does for your skin.
And we have lots of things that we want to look our best
Yes,
for.
and when I travel, particularly on flights, that whole day, and sometimes even to the next day, I look so much like wrinkles. This that I've got here is so much worse, and it really is because I'm dehydrated from traveling. So that would be a great thing to bring along with you.
Yeah, and I am the last person to use all of the. I do not get very easily motivated. You buy all the things, and I'm very, very picky. I use very few things. I don't like. I don't know. I just kind of am skeptical.
Yeah.
So I think from that point of view, it's helpful for you to know that like I was very skeptical about these things and tried them, and now I swear
and they're
by
amazing.
them. Yeah,
that's great.
Okay.
My second thing, I love this. This is a game changer. So
Ooh,
this
I've not seen this yet.
It's by I don't think I've ever showed you Numi. I don't even know how you say it, you guys. I don't even know. It's Nume, but so it's like a straightener. It plugs in. But I love it because I have like a natural weird, like when my hair air dries, a little bit of a kink, but it's not. Well, thank you for that. It's coarse.
That's a good thing. Well, you know, it's thin.
What?
No,
you're
thick.
right.
You have beautiful hair.
It is coarse. No, but you're
I
right.
have the
It's
same.
just funny.
Yeah.
My hair is coarse and it tends to be a little dry and brittle, and because it's thin, it's hard to straighten it and have it look nice. And I'm somebody. I do not spend time on my hair. I don't like to take the time. It's not easy for me. I'm not someone that can put a like cute curl in it. I just have a hard time. So this is great because literally you can straighten it and all you're doing is brushing your hair. You just brush it. You just brush. And there's not a lot of breakage because you're not putting it between two clamps. And this guy's runs, it's like infrared, so it doesn't dry your hair out as much, which I have a problem with because I'm already dry.
As much as it's
still hot, but
okay.
because of the technology that they use in the infrared, you can get it super heat. I use it on
damaging.
a lower, but it's amazing how like silky. It's been like a game changer for me. I love it.
Yeah, I need hair tools, and I don't like to mess with my hair either. But I do know that there are tools like that. If you get the right tools.
If you get the right thing for you, and that one, if you're looking to be hair a little bit straighter without the damage, and anyway, I love it.
Okay, my next is my splurge item. So I just love a little like signature piece of jewelry, and this is a Roberto coin initial necklace that I've had it for a few years. And the reason I picked this is because I bought this for myself at Christmas. It was.
You did for Christmas?
Well,
Good
my
for you.
husband bought. This is so bad. We have to talk about this later. But he bought me something else, and then I returned it and got this. But we're okay.
You're Rachel from Friends.
I know. But I love this. It's a really pretty soft gold. I like gold jewelry, but sometimes gold can be like gold. And this is just a really soft gold. It's the right length for me. I don't love a long chain always. They're harder to wear for me. And it's just got a little bit of diamond in there. It's hard to see, but it's the initial, my first initial with L. And you can get them all the letters. And it's just,
love that.
Yeah, it's just, it's something that I wear often, like all the time.
Yeah, that's you're right, because I don't wear a lot of gold. I don't like a lot of, no offense to anyone that does, I just don't. I always go to silver, but that's nice because it's a little more, like, it's like brushed or something.
Yeah.
Does it come in silver too, or just gold?
You know, I think it might.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you could go either way with that. It's cute.
So, fine jewelry store would carry it. Our Borsheims here in Omaha carries it. And you just go in and ask for your initial. And
what's the company again?
Roberto Coin.
Roberto Coin. I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Am I up again? I'm on my third thing. Okay, this is just a smaller thing, but I love these. I'm a tea drinker, if you don't know. I don't do coffee because it makes me crazy. So I do a lot of teas, and I love green tea. And this is by a company called Pique, P-I-Q-U-E. They come in a lovely little like box, but I'm traveling, so I brought them with me. And one of the reasons that I love these is this is not a tea bag. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know, it's a powder. But they refine the tea in a way that you can just put the powder in, and it keeps
almost like an instant coffee, tea.
But it holds the antioxidants and polyphenols and all the good stuff from the green tea a little bit better. And they taste amazing. I love them because they're super like small, easy to travel with. And you don't have to worry about, like, I like to have a cup of tea sometimes on the plane or wherever, and I don't have to worry about the clunky tea bag or it oversteeping or understeeping, all of that stuff. I just really like it. And they all have a lot of them have a little bit, I don't know if these two do, but some bergamot in it. And bergamot helps you if you are having a cup of tea, like if you're fasting in the morning, to extend your fast, like it helps clean your system out.
Bergamot is the flavoring from Earl Grey. So
Yeah.
if you like Earl Grey, you like bergamot.
Yeah, so I don't know that's not in these two because these are both green. This one's a matcha and this one is
You've told me about
fasting
these, but
ginger.
now I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, I mean they're just, I really love them.
Bring
and by the way, one other nice thing about these is they equally work well in if you want an iced tea. You can put them in a glass of ice water and just stir it up, and it's done for you.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, I have a lot of food suggestions too, but they didn't seem special enough for Christmas, but I love like to splurge on olive oils, and those are things that I love to get as gifts and give as gifts. That's a great hostess gift is if you can go to a specialty food store and buy a really nice olive oil and just tie a little bit of ribbon around it and instead of a bottle of wine or what have you, I think most hostesses would appreciate that. But so I went a different direction. I went with something that can be a splurge, but is not. This is a mid-range kind of an item. And, I just love a good hat.
I know you do.
And I think that if you're ever, and you can afford it, if you're ever in a Colorado town where you can go in, or Utah, where you can go into one of the hat stores that are there locally and buy, I think as a mid-aged woman, we deserve to have a really badass, good hat. And this is not from one of those. This is from a company called Gigi Pip. And I think they're like a subsidiary of the Gap or something. They're kind of related. But I stumbled on them, and they have a really wide selection of mid-range affordable hats, because if you're going to go to like a Stetson or something in one of those stores, you're going to pay several $100s.
Yeah.
So this is a way to just, especially if you don't wear hats that often, but you would like one to wear with certain, I think they look cute, and I think most people, given the right hat, can really adds to your outfit. And
you get so many compliments on that hat. You look so awesome, and you've pulled it off with so many different outfits.
Well, it's a great color. It's neutral.
It's great with your coloring too. You can, because you could wear that with black. You can wear it with neutral. You can. I know you love a beige theme, jackets. So it's got kind of that theme going. But yeah, and I'm not one I love hats too, but I'm usually in a baseball cap or like a I call them tassel caps, but nobody else. Do you know what? Toque. Yeah. But I need to take a step into this. I mean, it's so cute.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, she must really love this hat, because everywhere she goes, she brings hat, and she inevitably leaves them on the airplane, or leaves them behind, or loses them.
I'm not going to lose this one. Because this one is always sold out. So I hope, I think if you put your name on the list, but this particular style, I got very lucky and was able to buy it, and it's been sold out every time I've checked since, because it does come in other colors. So
yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thanks.
Guys, it's been so fun. Our favorite things.
Just a few of them.
We have many more. And if you like this episode, let us know, because we can do more of this. It doesn't have to be necessarily around Christmas time. But guys, Christmas next week. Hope you're staying sane. Merry Christmas. We'll check in briefly with you next week. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, enjoy the holidays.